everybody, welcome back to the Henry Disc Golf channel. My name is Jerry. I'm doing a little voiceover here. We are at BVR Park. I think we have about 12 or 13 holes for you today. Here is hole number 1. This is a 190 foot par 3. Basically just trying to throw a little turnover shot around the trees. I am throwing the finish line pace. Both of those are finish line paces. And then I also decided to work on the Hawkeye a little bit. That is a new Hawkeye to my bag. It is a used Star Hawkeye that I picked up from my local disc golf club. A little sidearm. Here is the second Hawkeye that I threw. Putting the putt in for a birdie. And then, the second pace that I threw. Here is the results of the Hawkeye. Nice easy tapping. And then the first pace I threw right underneath the basket for a 2. So all of those were 2s. Here we are on hole number 2. Hole number 2 is a 365 foot par 3. Again, going to the new Star Hawkeye. When I threw it, I did notice that this one likes to turn over a little bit more than my other ones. This is probably my most understable champion Hawkeye. It definitely holds straighter and then hyzers off a little bit more consistently. So the Star one does wind up turning in the mid-flight a lot more. It's kind of nice, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to currently go in the bag. This was more along the lines of just trying to figure out what the disc does if I ever need to put it in the bag. It is kind of just a backup as of right now for some of my other Hawkeyes. But there's the results of the Hawkeye. The Star Hawkeye, here's the results from the champion Hawkeye. Hitting that putt. 2 for 2 on the second guy right now. First guy is going to go ahead and snag a par. Nice easy tap-in. We're also playing from the long tee pads on holes 2, 3, and 4. So this is hole number 3. It is a 323 foot par 3. My first throw there was with the Exodus. Second throw here is with a champion Eagle. And then I wasn't really super happy with both of those throws, so I wound up going with the finish line era. Put that one out a lot wider. Definitely put it a lot closer to pin high. Alright, here are the results of the Exodus. Nice little easy upshot with the Star AVR, and then also throwing the finish line pace. Definitely threw the finish line pace out a little bit wider, but it was pretty good. Here are the results from the Star AVR. And then this was from the Era. I did wind up putting. And then there is the finish line pace. So here we are on hole number 4. Hole number 4 is a 330 foot par 3. That is the Star Hawkeye. It definitely turned over and just held over very, very nicely. That is an absolute park job. And then this is the champion Hawkeye pink one. And this one I definitely throw a little bit straighter at it. And I thought for a second that that had a chance of going in. It basically went right over the top. Super, super, super close. But that's kind of the park job line versus the ace run line. Park job, of course, is right there. Nice easy tap in for birdie. And then here is the ace run line. See if player number 2 can stay perfect. Oh, cannot stay perfect. It was really close though. But a nice easy little tap in there. Alright, here is hole number 5. Hole number 5 is a 259 foot par 3. I'm going to go ahead and throw the finish line pace on both of these throws. Kept it nice and straight, just didn't have enough to get it down to the basket. We're going to go ahead and throw the second one here. This one I wind up pulling it over just a little bit, but again, just didn't have enough power or height to get it to the basket. So my actual play that I would be playing here is this matrix right here. Just wind up popping it over a little bit and just having it hyzer back towards the basket. That is right at about pin high. Actually, is right at pin high, and it is about a 10-foot putt. Here are the results from the pace. Trying to float it in there, but just couldn't wind up doing it. And then, like I said, here are the results of the matrix. Looking at about a 12-footer. I think that was pretty, just outside of 10 feet. And there is the tap in from the other one. So here is hole number 6. Hole number 6 is a 231-foot par 3. Throwing the finish line pace again. This is right at the distance that I really do feel most comfortable throwing the pace. I will throw it up to about 250. But this is definitely one of those ones. One of those distances that I do like. So here is the second pace that I threw. Just missing a little bit there. And here are the results of the first pace. Absolutely parked. Tapping it in. And then here we will also go ahead and tap in the player 2 putt here. Boom, there it is. All right, welcome to hole number 7. Hole number 7 is a 216-foot par 3. I'm going with jawbreaker zone and then a soft zone. Jawbreaker zone, I just wound up holding it a little bit too long. Hit the tree right in front of me and did kick off to the left. And then the soft zone, more of the line that I wanted to do. And it winds up just pushing a little bit left down towards the basket. Here are the results of my first zone. I have this spike hyzer that I'm going with the pace. Comes up just a little bit shorter than what I wanted to. I wanted to push it a little bit further. Here are the results of that pace. Looking at about a 15 to 18 footer here. And just putting it just a touch too low on the nose side there. And then we have a tap in for a 4. I believe at this point in time in the round I was down 2. Yep, that looks correct. And then I did putt from the other one. I didn't get it on video. That was the results of the jawbreaker zone. And then I am throwing the alternate tee pad here, or I should say the alternate pin placement here on hole number 8. Hole number 8 is 277 feet. And these are both matrices. One is a neutron matrix and one is a proton matrix. The proton matrix was the one I threw first. Here are the results of the proton matrix. Probably looking here at us just outside of circle putt. Just outside of the circle putt. It was about 35 feet away. And then here are the results of the neutron matrix. And that was a tap in for player number 2. And here are the results of the missed putt. There it is, still a par. Here is hole number 9. Hole number 9 is a 219-foot par 3. Basically, it's just an ante shot through the woods there, through the Blue Star AVR first, and now I'm throwing the finish line pace. Finish line pace, I do have to push over a little bit harder than the AVR. I didn't actually throw from the finish line pace, I just picked it up. Here are the results from the AVR. That tree that was right there in the middle was in the way a little bit, so I did wind up pushing that putt to the left. So here is hole number 10. Hole number 10 is a 303-foot par 3. Throwing the Star Hawkeye there. Decent shot, came up a little bit shorter than what I wanted to, and then we're throwing the Champion Hawkeye that I've been throwing behind it the whole time. Actually, that one was the Prairie Open Hawkeye. That was actually a third shot. I think I cut out the second shot. Just wound up, of course, having more bite at the end, so it definitely hyzered off. That was the up shot there, carding a nice easy par. Here we are on hole number 11. Hole number 11 is a 204-foot par 3. I am throwing the jawbreaker zone and the soft zone. Jawbreaker zone was right by the basket. Nice easy throw. And then the soft zone was trying to ace run it a little bit more. On the second one, both of them did wind up in pretty good position. Here are the results of the jawbreaker zone. Nice easy 2, tapping it in for a birdie. And then here is hole number 12. Hole number 12 is a 267-foot par 3. That was a jawbreaker zone, and again, the soft zone back to back here. Jawbreaker zone held up a little bit straighter. The soft zone, I did wind up putting it on just a touch more hyzer, so it did wind up hyzering off a little bit. Both of them are basically right at about pin high, as you can see here. Jawbreaker zone is just a little bit past. Soft zone is just a little bit before. I wound up pushing that putt to the outside and couldn't make the second one. A little disappointed as the sun was going down. My depth perception was definitely being toyed with a little bit. Here is hole number 13. Hole number 13 is a 279-foot par 3. Throwing the Proton Matrix. Threw it in a pretty decent spot. Came up a little bit short. And I do miss this putt. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Make it good for somebody else. We will see you guys next time. Man, nice and close. See you guys next time. Peace.